Okay. So in that realm where they're stuck, the way I see it in my brain, like I'm trying to come up with the best way to verbalize it because in my brain it makes sense. But sometimes when it comes out, it could be confusing. So bear with me. But in that realm where you're stuck, it's like in the book of Exodus, the story of Moses, where he took the people and he had to lead them over to the promised land. But that generation of people was trifling motherfuckers. So they wasn't able to go into the land of milk and honey like God promised. It went over to the next generation. So God kept Moses alive that whole entire time. Okay? Guided these niggas through the wilderness. All right? For the next generation. So like 40 years later, okay, Moses was old as fuck by the time they reached the promised land. But Moses wasn't allowed to go in. Moses wasn't allowed to go in. He was able to see from yonder. Okay? So that's how I see it. Like those people are stuck in the realm where they can see their loved ones as well. And I believe that, like in the book of Job, because I believe that there's a little bit of there's truth to everything. You just got to take a little bit of everything and take everything with a grain of salt and then use your discernment. So I believe, like in the book of Job, when Lucifer was like, they was making that deal with the devil. I mean, God was making the deal with the devil. And God said, you could, do whatever you want to do, play with his livestock and everything else, but don't kill him, pretty much. Like, don't fuck with his health and shit like that. It's pretty much the same rules apply for those people in that realm. Like, you could go fuck around and go back into the, into that life, and fuck around and tempt and continue to be your little devilish self. But just don't hurt nobody. You just don't have that full-blown access. But you could haunt somebody in a dream, or you could try to talk to somebody in a dream or plead your case and haunt them or whatever the fuck. I believe that. That's why, sidebar, I told my father, listen, you got time right now to do right and fix your wrongs, you know what I'm saying? And stop racking up karma. Because you're going to keep racking up karma until you die, buddy. Your next life is going to be hard. But I told his ass, when you transition, don't bother me. I don't want your sorries I don't need you coming in my dreams and bothering me and coming. No, I believe that. I genuinely believe that shit. So I told his ass, in life, because you have the opportunity to do what you got to do in life. Don't give me I don't want no flowers when I'm gone. Do right by me now. You understand? So I told that nigga, don't come and bother me in no fucking dream. Leave me alone. So I believe that both good and bad, the ones that are up in with the ancestors having a good old time, I believe them, and the ones that over here still diddy bopping, raising havoc and bothering the loved ones and bothering people over here. I believe that they're only there for a short amount of time. And this is what happens. I believe that when you're here in life, when you come here, I don't know if y'all ever seen the movie Soul on Disney Plus with Jamie Foxx and Phylicia Rashad and them. Check that movie out. It was a very deep movie. But I believe that when you're coming out here and you make your decision and you choose what you're gonna come here, like what experience you're gonna have and what your title is going to be in this lifetime, who your parents you decided to come through for what you wanted to experience. While you're here and on that journey to remember what your purpose is, what you were meant to do, what karma you had to clear from the past life, you have, again, free will. God gives you free will. The Creator gives you free will to listen. You're about to go do this shit again. Your job is to clear that karma that you racked up in the past life and steady yourself so you could do what you got to do. Do what you were assigned to do. But since you want to live this human experience, my child, as a human, I got to take away certain things. So I'm going to leave you there. You're not going to remember what you were there, what you're there to do. That's your job. That's your human experience. It's up to you to remember who you are. It's up to you to remember who the hell you are. Come back to me in life, as a human, and clear your karmic debts and do right. And remember what you're supposed to do. So you don't got to come back and do this shit again. Stop racking up the karma, clear it, do what you got to do. Done deal. Because I'm your father or the creator or whatever you call me, whatever you choose to call me in that lifetime, I'm not going to hold it against you if you don't remember. It's all right. I'm going to equip you with help. Here are your ancestors. Here are your spiritual team, your guides. Here are some angel numbers. Here are some synchronicities. People are going to try to confuse you. People are going to call you crazy. People are going to think you're a conspiracy theorist and all that crazy shit. That's going to be part of your human experience. But remember that I am always here with you. That's how you're going to make your way back to me. If you choose to use your free will the wrong way and continue to rack up karma and break the contract that you made with me before you went down to earth, you're going to suffer those consequences and you're going to be down there next time. That's what I feel happens. And for the ones that were down there diddy bopping, they're going to have to go back there and same thing. Same thing. And you repeat the shit. And you repeat it. And repeat it. That's why there's a thing called deja vu. You repeat the shit over and over again until you do what you got to do and ascend. What is ascending? What happens when you ascend, Empress? This is what I believe happens after you've cleared your karmic debt in this lifetime. You did what you have to do. If you had a twin and they were supposed to do this shit with you and they decided to break their contract, that's not your fault. They gonna have to do what they gotta do. God's gonna rewrite it. It's gonna be you good. You covered. You did what you had to do. Right? I believe that when you leave that time, when you've done everything you had to do and you put your head up there, you put your heart up there, you did everything right, instead of you having to come back, I believe that you get the option of choosing what you want to do next. What experience you want to experience next. I believe that a lot of things are hidden in our faces. Because I feel like the powers that be or the people that run the world, blah, blah, blah. I believe that they put everything in our faces because they like to play in our faces because they believe that we're stupid. So I think that a lot of movies have a lot of truths and I am a Marvel fucking head. So when I say that I believe that you're given the option to have another experience, if y'all seen, it's Ant-Man and the Wasp in them, that one, the one with Jonathan Majors, and he was Kang. At the end of the movie, you saw all those versions, stadium full, were all different versions of Kang. Those are all different experiences. So that's what I believe. Okay? So I say that to say that just because you died, you transitioned, doesn't mean that the stuff that you did here on earth left with you. You don't get a pass in life or in the next life or ever. It's going to go with you everywhere you fucking go. So I say that to say, do fucking right. Do the best you fucking can. And I'm going to leave y'all with that.